I apologize for any rambling because that's kind of my thing. But I'm only on the show once a month, so everybody just deals with it for that once a month. They just figure, okay, whatever. We got three more weeks before we have to hear that guy talk again. So he gets it all out of his system that 1 week.
No, but we don't think that.
Okay, I appreciate that, but
all right, I believe we are live streaming. So good evening, Twitterverse and YouTubeverse. Glad you could join us tonight. Eve, by all means, let me know when our good friend Neil Lowry tunes in because I want to make sure to give him a shout out.
I do not see him yet.
Well, I'm sure he's just getting up since it's 3:30 in the morning his time. So,
Trooper.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Sweet. Let's have a little bit of fun. For those of you that are going to get ready to hit the record button, let me count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, record.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it?
Light it up.
Welcome to Unmistakably Star Wars, your source for a high-quality, informative, and entertaining look into the Star Wars galaxy. So strap yourself in, because here's where the fun begins.
Well, Bex, I had a bit of a existential crisis this week. Yeah, again, I know it's becoming more and more frequent. There's no doubt about it. So I was looking on the Twitterverse, and there was a picture that someone had posted from the new Solo movie with Han and Chewbacca, both of them wearing their goggles outside of what I'm presuming to be probably the train scene. And then it hit me. All of a sudden, for the first time, I had this realization that this is a heist movie, that Chewbacca is somehow involved in this. And then all of a sudden, I thought that the character that was blameless, that had the highest ethical standards, that everybody loved, could be committing some type of crime. And all of a sudden, I didn't know how I felt about Chewbacca.
Do we know it's a crime?
We know it's a heist. Usually the word heist is only involved when a crime is involved. No one says, I'm going to go to the school and heist my children from their classroom.
Well, the administration might, depending if it's
that's true. The administration may unlock the door and let you go right in.
Be like, heck
yeah, maybe so. But
can I just point out though that all the rebels are criminals? Can I just throw that out there? I mean, the Empire is the government, and the laws are you don't blow up the government's Death Star. I mean,
true. You would think
they're all
that's
crooks.
Fine print anyway.
Yeah, they're all crooks.
Oh, now I have to rethink how I think about the rebellion, Michael. I don't know that this is not going the direction I thought it was going to go tonight. Oh, man. Talking about existential crisis. Yeah, it's just going to be one giant continuation. I don't even know what I'm going to do now. My goodness.
Well, let's raise your children on something else, I guess. Maybe Star Trek.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Marvel movies.
I found from 1966, someone had posted the original series of Ultraman from the late 60s on the YouTube. So I was watching that today as I was supposed to be proctoring exams, but I had to go with my priorities, Bex.
Absolutely.
Had to go with my priorities. Listen, Tauntauns, we are glad you are with us on this 134th edition of Unmistakably Star Wars. My name is Devin Cleffer. I am your curator of content this evening. Joining me in the USW World Headquarters is the always fabulous, Ewok-loving, fun Auntie Bex. Welcome, Bex.
Hey, guys.
Also joining us from the West Coast, the one and only Michael O'Connor. Welcome, Michael.
As Greedo once said before he shot first, I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Whoa. I'm tail spinning out of control now. This is too much for one podcast. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can maybe change things a little bit. Hoping for a ray of sunshine here. Taking it over to the land of Lincoln, the one and only Megan Z. Cullinan. Welcome, Meg.
Hello, everyone.
Wow. I feel so optimistic and warm inside. My goodness. Hey, not to be outdone and sticking with our Midwest theme tonight, also from the land of Lincoln, but a little bit more south, the very fabulous Regina Sanders. Welcome, Gina.
Hello.
This is exciting because we have got two of our newest team members on the flagship podcast tonight. This is exciting stuff. So welcome to both of you. By all means, you know the rules. Jump in whenever necessary, and feel free to make me panic and freak out a little bit. Don't mind me.
Please do. It's fun to watch
3PO.
him.
Go for 3PO.
Oh, easy now. Speaking of evil, that voice you heard right there, the one and only
Oh.
Philadelphia sensation, the almost always fabulous Eve.
Whoa.
That's
Oh
right.
my goodness.
I'll accept it. Hey, everybody.
You
And
take
good
what
morning,
you can
Neil.
And Neil's on. All right, Neil, welcome.
Hi, Neil.
Good morning, Neil.
My goodness. All right, so listen, a couple of great things happened last week. Among them, out of the blue, for the vast majority of us, this little thing called Star Wars Celebration was announced. And for those of you that are a little late to the docking bay, Star Wars Celebration 2019 is going to be in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, April 11th through the 15th. Not only caught off guard by the announcement, caught off guard by the Chicago announcement. And then, of course, Bex, we've got the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. I'm using my public school math skills. That is 5 days for celebration. This is our longest celebration ever. So I'm kind of excited. I know that you are going. Yes, you're committing. You have committed.
Yes.
Eve, you are committed.
Yes, I am committed.
That sounded like so convincing. Thank you.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, I'm committed.
All right.
I'm in.
I told her I'd be picking her up at the airport because I live not that far away from
Perfect.
Chicago.
Perfect.
So
All right. So listen, anybody flying into Chicago, Meg will pick you up.
I got you.
Meg will pick you up. Just DM us and she will pick you up at the airport. Who needs Uber? We've got Meg.
That's right.
Gina,
That's
how
why
about
I'm getting
you?
this new car.
Yes. Make sure it's got lots of seatbelts. Gina, how about you? Are you going to make the drive up to Chicago for celebration?
That is the plan. I would really like to.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's go for the clean sweep tonight. Michael, celebration.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about it.
What's it going to
Still
take
under
to get you over the edge?
Maybe if they moved it to Portland,
Great. Yeah. So you can, walking distance then. Okay. Fantastic. Excellent. All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe 2020. 2020 in Portland. We're calling it now. We'll see what
All right.
happens. All right. Well, exciting stuff. Stay tuned because we're going to have some announcements that correspond with that. I don't want to say what it is, but it's kind of fabulous. With that in mind, listen, let's talk about Solo. It was released in an interview last week that the tandem writing duo, Lawrence Kasdan and son John, who came up with this little treat that's about to be unveiled on all of us, they were asked the question, hey, is this really the Star Wars movie that we needed? And I think a lot of us have asked that. I have asked that. Is this what we needed? Do we need Han Solo? And this is how it was brilliantly answered by John Kasdan. Do we really need any movie that we ever have? Which got me to thinking, no. So I want to be the first on tonight's podcast to say I'm not going to Solo because we don't need this movie. We don't need it. We're moving on. Eve, your thoughts?
Wait, you're not going to go to Solo?
We don't need it. John Kasdan, the writer, said we don't need it.
Well, I'm putting my foot down. I'm going because I need it.
All right. Do you think it's fascinating, though, Bex, that we have the writers here saying, of course, like we need it as much as we need anything when it comes to cinema?
Do I find it fascinating that they're saying that about their movie?
Yeah.
No, I think it's an honest answer.
Oh, okay. So Hollywood is getting honest all of a sudden. I like this.
Well,
Tell me
not-
more.
Not all of
all
Hollywood.
right.
Apparently, just these two.
Oh, these two. Okay. Did the article itself, Bex, did it illuminate anything for you? Because you, out of all of our team members, have been the ones like,
It just furthered my.
it furthered your end. Oh my gosh. And you're not actually going to opening night. Yeah.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I was going to.
Tell us why.
My son is graduating preschool.
Right.
at the
Graduating
exact
preschool.
Hey,
Graduating
Hey.
preschool.
he has spent the last 3 years in preschool, and
Wow.
they're doing a cookie party, and they're gonna sing and be ridiculously cute.
That is good. It's like some of my students. It's been like the best 5 years of their life for high school.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. I got one charity laugh. I appreciate it.
I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, right? All right. My
Especially
goodness.
to those students.
Well, listen, Michael, any thoughts on this article? Let me read this quote to you. Do we need this film? And this is how Lawrence Kasdan responds. You find out more than you knew before. Godfather Part 2 was not necessary. Bite your tongue, Lawrence Kasdan. But I'm glad that Francis Ford Coppola made it. I wanted to know more about that. Michael, what are some of your thoughts on that?
I think he's saying that this is like the Godfather 2 of the Star Wars series.
Oh.
I think that's pretty much what he said. This
Sweet.
is, I mean, when he puts it that way, it's like, okay, well then I guess we do need to go see this.
Oh, he's just raised the bar beyond our own expectations.
I think the larger question here is, there've been this will be the 10th Star Wars movie, the fifth with Han Solo as a character. Do we need another Han Solo movie? Probably not. But is it fun to hang out with those characters? Absolutely. So if the movie's either going to be good on its own and that will justify its existence, or it won't be good and we'll say, well, we didn't need that. But I don't think there's any question of, you can only make movies that have to be made. The proof is in the pudding.
Yes, I agree. Michael, what if you had to pick one movie from the history of cinema that absolutely did not need to be made? What movie would you pick?
Everything that Jean-Claude Van Damme did.
Oh, well, goodbye 1990s. Meg, how about you? If there was one movie that didn't have to be made, that was completely needless, what movie would that be?
The movie that I hate the most, Starship Troopers.
Oh,
Really?
wow!
I hate that movie.
I've got to know
You're about
why.
to get added.
I know, right?
I know.
Not from me, but
I cannot with that movie.
Wow. What is it about Starship Troopers that makes it the worst cinematic edition of all time?
Probably spiders sucking out brains. I mean, it's like, ugh.
Okay. I can't push back against that right now, but all right. Interesting pick. Gina, how about you? If you could erase one movie from the history of cinema, what would it be?
I don't think many people know about it, but it's called The Triplets of Belleville. It's a 2003 animated comedy, and it scarred me since I watched it when I was little. I absolutely hate that movie with a passion.
What is the name of it again?
The Triplets of Belleville.
Okay.
Didn't that win an Oscar or something? Or wasn't it nominated?
It probably did. It's about these cyclists in the Tour de France and the mafia, and I just remember watching the cyclists get kidnapped and all these terrible things happening, and my mom saying, "No, this is a really great movie. It's culture." And I was just like, "Can I leave?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one.
Let me read the IMDb snapshot of this. This animated film follows elderly French woman. Already, I'm out. Elderly French woman, Madame Souza, as she becomes involved in international intrigue with her grandson, Champion. Wow.
What?
Nice name. Parents were obviously a little on the haughty side. A professional cyclist is kidnapped and taken abroad. Joined by her faithful dog, Bruno, Susan embarks on a journey to find Champion and stumbles across unlikely allies in the form of three sisters who are veterans of the vaudeville stage. Tracking down Champion's criminal captors, the quartet of old women use their wits to try and win the day. I'm going to pass.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
passing.
nominated. It was nominated for Best Animated Feature, making it the first PG-13 animated film, and the Best Original Score, but I still didn't like it.
Wow. You said it scarred you, so yeah, obviously you didn't like it. My goodness. Ooh. Eve, if you had to erase one movie from the cinema history, what would it be?
Okay, well, the worst movie that I've never seen in its entirety was Mr. Wrong with Ellen DeGeneres way back in the day. It was the only movie I walked out of the theater of. So I mean, maybe it got better, but it was terrible. I don't remember anything about it because I just blocked bad things out. But Candyman ruined my life as a child. So that one.
Okay, so I'm going to give you two references, right? Okay, this is pulling the pop culture knowledge out. Okay, so Candyman, Cabrini Green, right? They're in Chicago. But here's your, was it Mr. Wonderful? Was that what it was with Ellen DeGeneres?
Mr. Wrong.
Mr. Wrong, Mr. Wonderful, Walmart, Kmart. It's all the same on this podcast. So here we go. Ellen DeGeneres. That's the one where Bex. Wait. Polly Holiday, who played Flo on the sitcom Alice, played her mom. Am I correct on that? Yes, I am. Thank you.
Whoa. And what just happened?
And here, now I'm going to really dig deep, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, here it comes. She went over to her mom and dad's house.
Yeah.
Asked mom, Polly Holiday, from Alice, as you well know,
As I know.
and said, "What did you do for Valentine's Day?" And mom, Polly Holiday, responds, "We had ham." I don't know why I remember that, but I remember that. We had ham.
Wow.
Yeah. So for those of you that haven't seen that movie, what was the name of it, Eve?
Mr. Wrong?
Mr. Wrong.
Okay, how can you remember some obscure piece of dialogue from it, but you can't remember the title after you've been told twice in the last 5 seconds?
It's the way the OCD brain works. We focus and latch on to certain things. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you some off-air stories about that movie. But anyway, all right, so Mr. Wrong, Bex, if you could erase one movie from history, what would it be? What do we not need?
The Littlest Viking.
The Littlest Viking. It sounds so sad if we're getting rid of The Littlest Viking.
It was a terrible movie.
Wow.
We watched it as kids, and all I remember is there was this field that the kid would
Yeah.
run through
Yeah.
constantly, and like every 10 minutes, the field would pop back up, and it became a game where my brothers and I would be like, "There's that damn field again."
Oh, no.
That's all I remember.
Oh,
from
no.
It. So apparently it was very impactful. And,
Clearly.
you know, really helped set the tone of my life. So
Wow.
we can get rid of that movie.
Oh, fair enough. So here's the movie that I would get rid of. I didn't even make it maybe 20 minutes into it, and I'm trying to find it right now, and I can't find it, but I'll describe it. I believe it's Ryan Gosling, if I'm not mistaken. They all look alike to me. When you're young, blonde, and gorgeous, you look alike to me. And I'm just talking about the guys, Bex. The women I could differentiate. But anyway, he plays like a substitute teacher who's like hooked on crack.
What?
Yes, I'm serious.
Hold up.
Yes, find it out there. Find it. All kinds of post-production is going to happen on this episode, but you're going to have to find it. Half Nelson.
Thanks.
Half Nelson is the name of it. Yes.
I've never heard of that.
He's a history teacher at a Brooklyn school. So granted, being a history teacher, I understand the sometimes temptation to turn to drugs. But though well-liked by his students, see, this is where he and I diverge, his colleagues, he secretly spends his evenings hopping bars and getting high. A female student named Dre, played by Shakira Epps, catches him in drug-induced haze after a basketball game. Yeah. Made it like 20 minutes in, done.
Yeah.
I will, however, give props to another Ryan Gosling film, Lars and the Real Girl. That's a good one. That is a good one. Well, we've completely gone off the rails on this podcast. But I'll tell you what, friends, we are going to dive into some solo stuff right after this. Let's take a short break. Stick around.
I'm going in closer to one of the big ones.
Closer? The closer I have the view.
A certain point of view.
Same thing I always do, talk my way out of it. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
I never asked that question till after I've done it.
You're going to find that many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our own point of view.
All right, my little tauntauns, welcome back. And we're not even doing a regular closer look segment time. We're just going to jump in. We're going to play some games. We want to see if we can, I guess, kind of guess where this solo film was headed. Even though it's been out, it's been premiered both in Hollywood, it's been premiered at Cannes Film Festival. There are spoilers out there. We could probably, if we went deep enough into the spoiler-verse, answer these, but we didn't. Megan, did you find any spoilers? Do you go spoiler hunting?
No, I have not gone spoiler hunting. I am going in like I've muted stuff on Twitter. I'm trying to go in as as like spoiler free. I've seen some of the trailers and commercials, but that's about it.
Excellent. Michael, how about you? Have you gone spoiler hunting or have you gone dark?
Mostly dark. I've read some reviews, and obviously that at least tonally kind of, or objectively or subjectively, I've got some kind of preconceived notions about it, but I don't know any plot details. Actually, the only exception is that damn article you sent me. At the bottom of it, it had some details about something that I would have preferred not to have known. But
Curse me and my metal body. Wow.
Yeah. But that's okay. It's so minor. It's so minor.
It was probably an error anyway. It was just throwing you off the scent. Yeah.
Okay.
Regina, how about you? Have you searched the interwebs looking for spoilers? Or have you gone dark?
I have not, although I didn't quit Twitter like I did for The Last Jedi. I just have like really nice people on my timeline who don't tweet terrible things. Spoilers.
No wonder she hasn't responded to me. Okay. Well, so we're all going into this with a bit of haze about us then. All right, so here's the first thing. We're going to play a little game called Solo, Will We See It? Will we see it? I'm gonna say something, and we're just go around the horn real quick and just give me a yes or no. Either we'll see it or we won't see it. Beck, since you are here in the USW World Headquarters, I'm going to begin with you.
Yeah.
Will we see it? Beginning of the movie, pan down.
No.
Michael, pan down.
Yeah. Yes.
Regina.
Yes.
Megan.
No.
Oh. Eve?
Nope.
Oh, so we have 2, 4, and 3 against. Fascinating. Fascinating. All right. Bex, here we go. Will we actually see the Kessel Run?
Yes.
Eve.
Yes.
Megan.
Yes.
Regina.
Yes.
Michael.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Yeah, I'll say all man on one. Yeah. I kind of want to go against the grain, but I think we're going to see that. All right, Bex, will we see the spice mines of Kessel as alluded to by everyone's favorite protocol droid, except me?
I think we'll see a shot of it, yes.
Okay. Michael.
No.
Eve.
Yes.
What, that sounded like both. What was that? Yes.
I was it was
okay.
Yes.
So it's
yes.
yes.
Is my
We will
answer.
see the spice. Thank you. Thank you for your affirmative, clear answer. Megan.
I'm gonna go with a yes.
All right. Gina.
No, I hope not.
Oh, we got to hope. Okay, tell me more. Why do you hope we don't see the spice mines?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Yes. I was thinking something else. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes.
At least you were clear with your answer, unlike Eve, who just kind of like mashed everything together. So that's totally fine. That's totally fine. All right. So Bex, this is gonna take you back now. Ord Mantell. Do you know what Ord Mantell is?
Nope.
Okay. So for those of you that do not know what Ord Mantell is, there was the first book that was released after the original Star Wars, Han Solo at Star's End, and then in Michael, help me out here. Is it Empire Strikes Back where he mentions Ord Mantell?
Yeah, he actually says that bounty hunter we ran into on Ord Mantell, that gets him thinking that he needs to go back to see Jabba about paying off his debt.
Right. So
and fun fact, that bounty hunter's name is Score, and he's from the newspaper strip that took place during between Star Wars and Empire. And it's great. It's done by Al Williamson. You got to go check it out.
Nice.
Way back. Call back. Yeah.
Way to come with the info. All right. So Ord Mantell is his reference to this place where the bounty hunter is, right? It's a throwaway line. Bex, do we see or have any reference to Ord Mantell?
No.
Eve.
No.
Regina.
No.
Megan.
You know what? I'm going to change it up. I'm going to say yes.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Michael, how about you? Ord Mantell?
No, they're going to save that for Han Solo 4.
Oh, jeez.
Escape from Ord Mantell.
That's exactly.
Nice.
That's the one we really need. That's the Godfather 2 of the Han Solo quadrilogy.
Yeah.
This is just setting the stage.
Yeah, right. Everything's leading up to that. Oh my! I'm gonna say there's gonna be a reference to it. I'm gonna push a couple of my chips into the pot there. I'm gonna say there's gonna be a reference to it. All right, Bex. Some of these characters. Are we gonna see Jabba?
Yes.
Eve.
Yes.
Good job, Eve. Michael.
Yes.
Regina.
Yes.
Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think Jabba will make an appearance. let me ask this though. Boba Fett. Bex.
That's a hard one. I'll say yes.
Don't go Eve on me. All right. Eve, what say you?
I'm going to go Eve on you. Yes.
Yes, we will see Boba Fett. Michael?
We better, or I'm asking for my money back.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right. Megan?
I'm going to go no.
Oh, do you want to see him, though?
Honestly, I don't care either way.
Wow.
She just wants to see me ask for my money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So cruel.
We'll have that on the live stream. Gina, how about you? Boba Fett, will he make an appearance?
I think so.
Yeah. So here's, for those of you that may not have read this article, and I don't think this is a spoiler because it's not been confirmed by any articles that I've read. It was mere speculation. So part of the speculation is, and if you don't want speculation, now's a good time to hit mute. Okay. I've assumed you've hit mute now. Bex, you don't need to take off your headset because you can hear me even without the amplified voice. But anyway, so there's speculation that Han will meet Boba Fett in the film, right? And they'll show the meeting from Han's point of view. Mm-hmm. And then we will have either a Boba Fett film or another film with Boba Fett that might be with the Underworld. And we will see that meeting again, but from Boba Fett's point of view. So there's going to be some crossover and some connective tissue there.
Interesting.
Do you find that interesting?
I do.
Really?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Sorry, that was too easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Megan, will we see Lando's partner from Empire? Will we see Lobot in the movie?
Oh, I hope so. I love Lobot.
Will we see him with hair?
No.
Okay. Bald is beautiful. All right.
That's right.
All right. Gina, what do you think? Lobot?
No.
Eve?
No.
Michael?
Hell no.
Oh! Ooh. I hope we get Lobot and Boba Fett, and you have to ask for double your money back. You want your popcorn money back. Bex?
Lobot, no.
He was such a staple in the comic. I'm gonna say yes. Look,
Team Lobot.
We got Panda Baba and Dr. Vazen in Rogue One. Why can't we get Lobot in this?
Okay.
Unless it's the Lobot spinoff that we're undoubtedly going to get.
And I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
They gotta save up for that.
Yeah.
They gotta save up the budget for that movie.
Yeah. Can you imagine just like the drunk Star Wars store team poker game? All right. If we make $2 billion, we're doing a Lobot standalone. That would be amazing. All right. Let's lump these next two together. Do we see C-3PO and R2-D2 in the film, either together or as individuals? Bex?
I hope not.
Oh, really?
Really?
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. Michael?
I'm right with Bex. I hope not.
Wow.
I mean, I love those two, but I just don't think they belong in this movie.
Me too. I love C-3PO.
Yeah.
Eve.
I mean, I love C-3PO, but not like you, Devin.
No one does like Devin.
Yeah, no one does like me. Eve, what about you?
I'm with them. I hope not.
Oh my goodness. Megan, help me out.
All right, I'm going to answer your question with a question.
Oh.
Has both R2-D2 and C-3PO been in every Star Wars movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Thus far.
Then
yes.
they'll probably show up.
Okay. That's my philosophy too. Gina?
Okay, so when I spaced out earlier and said I hope not, I was thinking of 3PO.
Oh!
3PO.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't want to see them, but if I saw R2, I wouldn't mind. Do I want to see 3PO? Definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what. I will echo exactly what Gina said. That is my sentiments exactly. However, I will say this. To our mystery patron that may be listening, I'll tell you what. If you increase your pledge to $5 a month, I will yell out in the theater, I love C-3PO when he appears on screen. I will do that, and I will do that the night of the premiere in a crowded theater. So I'm throwing that out there. And USW team, you can hold me accountable to that.
Oh, we will.
I mean, I might get kicked out, but still, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I think. I don't know. Are we going to see any other connections to Star Wars folks back? Are we going to see anybody from Rogue One or Rebels or any other Star Wars movie?
Maybe a quick cameo, but...
Who do you think it might be?
Oh, gosh. I knew you were going to ask me that.
Who would you want it to be?
Who would I want it to be?
Yeah.
I'd like there to be just a walk-on, no lines, no nothing, but just like a walk-on in the background Obi-Wan.
Like you'd have to actually see it.
You would actually have to see him to know he was there.
Interesting. Okay. Wow, that would be too much. People would lose their collective minds. Eve, are we going to see anybody else from other Star Wars bits and pieces?
I don't think so. But if I'm going with Bex in the hoping, I would love to see just like a little HoloNet projector of Vader standing next to Palpatine, and that's it.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Michael, what do you think?
I think there will be. Maybe somebody from Rogue One or something. Although I got to say, I'm surprised you haven't asked about Greedo. That seems like an obvious one to throw out there in the questions. Well, I don't know whether he's going to be in it or not, but I'm just saying, like, Greedo seems like a one that could be.
Yeah, well, let's go with that then. So, do you feel he's going to be there? He's going to make an appearance?
I think he could. I think he will. I think he's going to be there.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. Megan, how about you? One, I guess, do you think Greedo's going to make an appearance? And two, do you think anybody else from Star Wars lore is going to show up?
I mean, I think if Jabba shows up, I think Greedo would be, like, around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like they'll put some characters in the background. I don't know that it'll be, like, really prominent. Yeah. So I'll be looking for the Easter eggs.
Yes. I'll save it. Gina, what do you think? You think that we're going to get any cameos in there?
No, but if I had to choose someone, I would choose Salacious Crumb.
Oh,
I just like just a pass by.
Wouldn't it be great to see a little Salacious? Yes. Bex, your husband Jason wants to get a Salacious B. Crumb tattoo.
It's true.
Wow. Maybe if he shows up, he has to. Michael.
To be fair, my husband is covered like neck to ankles already, so
it would blend in nicely.
It would just,
it's like a Where's Waldo. You'd never
really
see it.
Would.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on a stretch. As long as I think Greedo will make an appearance. Michael, that's a great call. I will say this though: if I could pick another Star Wars cameo, I have to go with the original Mace Tuani, with friend of the pod Eric Walker, just in the background.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
It would be amazing.
Oh my gosh! Then we get him on. We've got some more CDs to give away. It'd be amazing.
It would.
Don't you think he'd be a little old though, for the, his character's not even supposed to be born yet?
Well, he could be just like a little baby, kind of like we see like baby Luke in Episode 3.
Okay, all right. Now I'm with it. But you know what? I think he should be a larger part of the story, and like Han should be like babysitting him the whole movie.
Oh, now we're talking.
And then he drops him off at Endor at the end. That's how the movie ends.
Man, roll credits. I like it.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know if you guys read this, but it was released, I think, an article just today or yesterday, that an original script of Revenge of the Sith actually included, not quite to Michael's fantastic recommendation for the Star Wars storyline, but that Han Solo would have made an appearance in Episode 3. He would have been on Kashyyyk being raised by Wookiees. Right.
Wow.
And while I don't like that idea, I think the phrase "raised by Wookiees" would be an incredible band name. So, yeah, I will stick by that. Let's get that trademark before the show's out if we could. All right, let's cruise on with this. Michael, are we going to see any references to Hokie religions and tricks?
No, we really shouldn't. We really should.
Okay. Eve?
No.
Definitive. I like that. Meg?
Nope.
Regina?
No.
Oh, Bex, no pressure, but clean sweep.
No.
I don't know. Do we just see something in the background? I don't know. Okay. I'll say no. I'll cave to peer pressure.
Sure?
I'm caving to peer pressure. I'm sure that I'm caving to peer pressure. Look, we kind of talked about Jabba probably making it in there. There's this throwaway line that he has about dumping his cargo at the first sign of trouble. Do we see that happen, Bex? Do we see cargo get dumped?
No.
Michael?
No, not in this movie. That'll be Han Solo too.
It might very well be. Han Solo 2, the dumping.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The big dump.
The big dump.
Big dump.
Megan, what do you think? Do we see him dumping his cargo or anything else?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Gina, what do you think?
No.
Eve.
I'm going to go with Megan and say yes.
All right. All right. Kind of split decision there. All right. We'll see. We'll get a little bit interesting first here. Do we see Han betray Lando? Do we see Han betray Lando? And if so, does it involve somebody running with a 1980s hand crank ice cream machine? But Bex, what do you think? Have you not seen that in Empire Strikes? The guy running through the halls in Bethlehem, yes. You didn't know that? He's got a 1980s, 1970s hand crank ice cream machine. And I'll be honest, even though I'm lactose intolerant, I would probably grab that and go too. Just eat my feelings away. Dark Lord of the Sith is on the platform. Stormtroopers all around. I need ice cream. I'm going to eat my feelings.
I mean, Bespin pistachio, you can't beat it.
Bespin pistachio, yes. That would be amazing. Bex, what do you think?
Do we see Han betray Lando?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I like it. Regina, what do you think?
Yes.
Okay. Megan?
I'm going to go with no.
Oh. Michael?
Yes. I think he's going to betray him in this one, and then Lando's going to have his own movie separate from Han Solo.
Right.
I've planned out this whole thing.
I got to look at your timeline so I can keep it all straight in my head.
Yeah.
Eve, do we see a betrayal here?
My gut says no, but I feel like I should say yes because it sounds like you all know something I don't.
I don't know anything.
You've got Han Solo 4 planned out. What do you mean you don't know anything?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with yes as well. I think we're gonna see that. All right. Okay, I already know the answer to this one, so I'll pretend that I don't. Do we see Han shoot first? Bex.
Yes.
Eve.
Yes.
Regina.
Yes.
Megan.
Yep.
Michael.
I hope not. I'm gonna groan so loudly in that theater. It's like my eyes are gonna roll right out of my head.
So here's
we probably will, but oh god,
I don't know the drive time from my place to yours, Michael. But I'm thinking if we got together for it doesn't even have to be the premiere, but to think of like Han shot first and you groan out loud and C-3PO appears and I scream, yes, I love C-3PO. This could be entertaining for everyone that's in the theater.
That's going to be one hell of a show.
Right?
And it's just going to be right in the audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't matter what's on screen.
Exactly.
Everybody's going to be paying attention to us.
My goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's change it up a little bit. This next part I'm loosely titling, and the nod goes to. So I'm going to give you 2 examples. I just want you to give me, like, who do you think the nod goes to? Which example? Regina, I'm going to start with you this time. Regina, I'm going to start with you this time. In the Solo film, in the first Solo film, who will be the most badass female? Will it be Tandy Newton or Emilia Clarke?
I was really mad when I saw this, and I want to say both because I think they're both amazing. But if I had to choose, I'll say Emilia Clarke.
Okay. Eve.
Yeah, I'm with Gina. They both look really incredibly bad. Kira, Emilia.
All right.
Just because of Game of Thrones. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Exactly. It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we know how that worked out for Gwen, didn't we? Michael?
So I don't know anything about either of them because I haven't seen Game of Thrones or Tandy Newton's in Westworld, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting to Westworld, but I haven't gotten to it yet. I'll just say that from the trailers and everything, Tandy Newton looks like she's kicking some butt. So I'm going to go with her, but I know nothing. So.
All right. Bex?
I'm in the same boat as Michael, but I'll go with Emilia Clarke.
All right. I'm going to go Tandy Newton here. I just call it intuition. Male intuition. We know how bad that could go really quickly. All right. Most badass masked female villain. I realize I'm reaching outside the boundary of the first Solo installment here with Enfys Nest, but I'm going to put her up against Phasma. Enfys Nest versus Phasma. Enfys Nest, for those of you that are unaware of the character name, you've seen her in the trailer. She looked like she's right out of Mad Max Fury Road. He's got like some leather and some skull and crossbones and fur and who knows what else is going on there. So, Enfys Nest versus Phasma. Who does the nod go to? Eve, let me begin with you.
Oh, no. I'm going to begin with you.
Oh, well.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So here's the deal.
Boy, that's the back table just got turned over.
All right. So if I'm going with Phasma in only cinema form, is that the box you're putting me in right now? Yeah.
You put yourself in this box.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm going to go with Enfys Nest because Phasma on film does nothing. She does nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. But give me Delilah Dawson's version of Phasma, and I'll put her up against my in-laws. All right. Bex.
I know his in-laws.
Bex. Yes. Enfys Nest or Phasma?
Only film version?
Right.
No, I'll do Enfys Nest.
Yeah, that's scary. We don't even know anything about this character. We're already picking her over Phasma. Goodness. Eve, I'm coming back your way.
Enfys.
Regina.
I'm the same as most. If it's only films, Enfys Nest.
Yeah. Megan.
Enfys Nest.
Said with a smile and delight. Michael.
So, do we know that Enfys Nest is a female? I feel like I keep getting different information about this. Do we actually know that that this character is a female?
I believe that she was identified as a female. In fact, there's some speculation that she may be one of the aforementioned females that we aforementioned.
Okay, all right. Well, if she is a female, because otherwise, then
Phasma
wins.
Yeah, right.
Phasma wins by because the other one's a dude.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But it can't get any worse than Phasma, so it has. I mean, it has to be Enfys Nest.
I can't even push back against the line.
I mean, unless Enfys Nest like trips over something and falls into a Sarlacc pit.
Right.
I think.
Oh, could you imagine?
Right. All right. I'm clearly going to need something stronger in my cup for the rest of this episode, Bex. But let's continue onward. Let us press onward. Megan, favorite version of the Falcon, the new, sleek, sexy Lando version, or the one that may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts?
So this one is like tough for me because I like the inside. Like I like what Lando's done on the inside, but I like what Han's done on the outside. Because I don't like that like super pointy thing at the front where it's got some like other, I don't know, vehicle attached to it. I think it looks weird. But I want a cape closet, and you've got one on the Falcon.
Well, so what you're saying is you're going to go with the shiny one?
I guess, yeah.
All right, yeah. That's not a bad pick. Regina, what do you think? Which Falcon do you like best?
The old one.
All right. Michael.
I'm going to steal a page out of Guardians of the Galaxy and say, I want the Falcon where when you put the black light inside of it, it looks like a Jackson Pollock painting. So I'm going old Falcon.
Wow. All right.
Classic trilogy, original trilogy after Han Solo just has it away with it.
You may not want to sit there. Eve.
I'm going to go old Falcon because now that I know Meg.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Bex, your pick, and I'll throw in a free black light. Go.
God. Now I don't want either Falcon. I was going to go old Falcon, but now I feel dirty saying that.
Well, yeah. Okay, I could understand that. So you're going to go with new Falcon then?
No.
You're going to go with old?
I'm gonna go with
Is it sentimental? Is it nostalgia?
It is.
Because, I mean, let's face it, if like both of those were on the lot side by side.
I'd look at it and say, which one can I afford?
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Which one will get me from point A to point B?
Yeah.
For the least amount of money.
Well, it's arguable that the hyperdrive and the old Falcon may or may not get you from point A to point B. This is tough. I agree with those of you that have said that this is a tough one. I'm fighting against nostalgia here. I have to go old Falcon. I have to. The new one's sleek and it's awesome. And yes, a cape closet. But I don't know. Wait, Bex, let me ask you this. Let's turn the corner just a little bit. which one gets the nod? This is potentially our first Star Wars film out of 10 films that is not going to have the Force in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? Are you giving them the nod to, here we go, we're having a Star Wars film without the Force?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be okay with that.
Michael?
I would love to see that, yeah.
Oh, all right. Regina?
I don't think it'll have the Force.
Okay. Is that okay with you? Do you prefer without one, or does it need the Force to feel Star Wars?
No, I don't need the Force to feel Star Wars. I think looking at the average Joe's okay too.
Okay.
Galaxy's big.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with no Force. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Megan?
Mm-hmm. I agree. No Force.
No Force. All right. I don't think we're going to see it. It'll just be interesting to see a Star Wars film without any mention of it. That'll be perplexing. Interesting. And I don't know, but I'm guessing we're not getting a crawl either, but I haven't read any spoilers, so I don't know. All right, let's go over under. So here's how over under works. I'll give you a scenario, and then I'll give you a number, and then you have to decide whether the number I give you that'll happen over the number I give you in the film or under the number I give you in the film. All right.
We can't agree that it'll happen the number of times you give us.
Nope, you cannot agree on the number itself. It's got to be either over or under. Over or under. You know why, Bex? Because it's called over or under. Not push, not even, not tie. That's why Americans don't like soccer, Bex, is because it can end in a tie.
Which is ridiculous.
Right, thank you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Over under screen wipes. For those of you who may not know the technical name, that of course is we go from one scene to the next scene, and the transition wipes from side to side, a la George Lucas. George Lucas overdid it a few times with the screen wipes. So screen wipe, I'm saying 4 for Solo. Eve, over or under 4?
Under.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yes.
There's a lot riding on this. Okay, under. Regina.
Under.
Megan.
Under.
Michael.
That's way too few. Oh, I hope over.
All right. See, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Bex.
Yeah. And okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Michael.
No, I was just gonna say, I hope we have money on this whole thing. You know, we're putting our we're putting our opinion out there. I hope we've got some Sabac credits on the table to, whoever wins this is going to bring it home something nice.
I have got all the Republic credits that you will accept. No problem there.
Republic credits are no good here.
Bex, over under.
I'm going to say it depends on how much Ron Howard wants to impress George Lucas, his old buddy. So I'm going to go over.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm going to go over as well. I think we're going to have at least 5. At least 5. All right. Next one. Eve, you're going to go first on this one. Millennium Falcon hyperdrive fails. The over-under, I'm setting it at 1. I'm setting it at 1. What do you think?
Oh, over.
Oh, wow. All right. Michael?
Yeah.
Under. I don't think the hyperdrive is going to fail.
Regina?
Over.
Wow. Bex?
Over.
Wow, Megan.
Over.
Oh my gosh, this is like a junior high dance. It's boys on one side and girls on the other. Have you seen the condition of the Falcon? There's no way the hyperdrive is going to fail on that thing.
He just bought the thing.
Exactly.
I mean, it's still got the clean. It's got the new car smell in there.
Exactly.
There's no way.
New Cape smell in there. My goodness.
Wait, what is this thing? A lemon?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Wow.
Even Neil said under.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Thank you, Neil. Thank you for backing us up, brother. All right. Mouse droid appearances. I'm setting it at 1. So over or under 1 mouse droid appearance. Michael.
So I can't say exactly 1, right?
That is correct. We've been through that.
All right. I guess 0 then, because I think it's less likely there's going to be 2 than there's going to be none.
Sometimes you got to play the odds, but I'm going to play the odds. Eve.
Never tell me the odds.
Under. I'm with Michael.
All right, Megan.
I agree. Under.
Oh man, Regina.
Same. Under.
Bex.
Under.
Man, I know it's a tough number. Who made this game? Yeah, I'll go under. I'll go under. I think I'll get one, but yeah, I'll go under if it's that. All right. Now this one is going to be, this is very subjective. I understand this, right? But Chewbacca growling angrily. Like when you're hungry and you need a Snickers, right? You're approaching hangry, right? The number is set at 3. Chewbacca growling angrily at 3.
Can I get a clarification on this?
Yes, please, by all means.
Okay. So Chewbacca growls super angrily at Cloud City, where he's knocking stormtroopers off. Like that's the most angry we've ever heard him, right?
Right.
So are we talking that level, or are we talking like just him getting freaked out by a mouse droid or something, like in A New Hope?
Yeah, I think it's anything that would involve a higher, angrier decibel and sound. So that could be the mouse droid. It could be even, I think that the first part of him, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't he kind of give kind of an angry yell when the doors at Echo Base close before he gives kind of a whimper? I think,
yeah.
So anything that's of that nature.
Okay.
So Michael, I'll begin with you. Now that you have your clarification, the number is 3. Going over or under?
I appreciate that, Devin. I really do. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he's going to be angry in this one. He's going to be a slave. He's going to be dealing with the Empire.
Yeah.
He's not going to like Han Solo at first. Yeah, no, it's definitely over.
Do you think he'll be angry in this movie, Michael, or the Chewbacca standalone?
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I think he's going to be happy in the standalone. I think he's going to be happy because you got to bring those kids in, and if he's just an angry Wookiee, you can't bring in the kids.
That's
to an angry Wookiee movie.
That's true. Yeah. Absolutely. I like it. I'm on board for that. Eve, your thoughts, go.
Over.
Over. Wow. Angry Chewbacca. Angry Eunice. Eunice, excuse me. I mispronounced his name. I apologize. Like he's listening. Regina.
Over.
My goodness. Bex?
Over.
Wow. I'm so blown away right now. Megan?
Over.
I'm going under. I'm going under. I'm going against the grain. We might get 3 out of them. I hope we get 3 and prove you all wrong.
Well, you don't win if we get 3.
I know, and I'm going to lose if I have to stand up and yell, I love C-3PO in a crowded theater too, so you don't need to remind me of these things, Michael. Thanks. Oh, my gosh. Are we have any memorable one-liners in here? The original Star Wars has to be one of the most quotable movies in the history of cinema. Maybe that's just because there's so many diehard fans. I don't know. We have some in the Disney installments. Are we going to get some of this? If there was ever a character to give us one-liners, this seems like he's probably it. Regina, what do you think? Are we going to get some memorable one-liners? I'm putting the over-under at 3.
I think way over.
Oh, optimist. Megan?
Over.
Oh, Michael?
I mean, this is highly subjective. This is more subjective than your Chewbacca growling angrily.
Yes.
But it's Kasdan writing it. It better be over. I mean, for God's sakes. I mean, the prequels have more memorable one-liners than their films in 3. And this is Kasdan writing it. So, God, yes, I would hope so.
Okay, I should have set the number higher. Bex?
I'm going to go under.
Oh, say more. Counter Michael's argument. Good job, Bex.
You gotta give me a second to think about it.
I gave you at least a second. Eve, did I come to you? I don't even know.
No.
What are your thoughts, Eve?
Over.
Over.
Yeah, I mean, buckle up, baby. It's already in the trailer.
All right. Bex, you've had like 34 seconds now.
I know, and I'm still sticking with under. I have no rebuttal.
Okay, it's just a gut feeling.
It's a gut feeling.
It's a gut feeling. All right, I'm going to go over.
What makes it memorable? Well, what makes
it
you're asking,
for
you may not make it memorable for me.
I think if it brings a hearty chuckle to the audience, more so than me standing up and saying I love C-3PO as an example.
Is somebody going to be memeing it like later in the year?
There we go.
Like, are you multiple memes?
Yes, multiple memes. Yeah. How many times will we hear, I've got a bad feeling about this? Eve. Oh, sorry. I said the number 2. I said the number 2.
Just give us a number.
Amateur night on the pod. I've got a bad feeling about this. The number is 2. Over or under, Eve?
I'm going to say under. because he switches it up to I got a good feeling about this.
Interesting. Regina.
Under.
Wow. Michael?
Under. I think the only time we've gotten more than one I've got a bad feeling about this, I may be wrong, is in the first Star Wars. Right?
I believe that is correct. Off the top of my head, that is correct. But no doubt somebody right now is coming up with an answer and getting ready to at you and I. So, so you're going to go under. All right. Bex?
I'm going to go under. I'm going to say, it wouldn't be more than 2, for God's sakes.
Okay. Bex?
I'm going under.
Megan?
I'm going to say under, and I think it's going to be one time near the end of the movie.
Okay. Well, and we see in the trailer, and Eve, you brought this up, right? That we see in the trailer, I've got a really good feeling about this. So do we see something? We see something happen, obviously, right? That causes him to go the other direction. Whether it's in this film or part 4 of the Han Solo quadrilogy.
I think it's going to be the last line. I'm putting my stakes down on it. He's not going to say it. It's going to be the last line, just like in Casino Royale, where James Bond says Bond, James Bond. It's the last line of the movie.
Oh.
That's the way you end the movie.
Okay.
I got a bad feeling about this.
All right. I like that. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I like it. Why not? Good job. Give Michael a couple bonus points, will you, Bex?
Okay, sure.
Thanks, Bex. All right. Here we go. Now this is previewing. Most of us have stayed spoiler-free, some of us more so than others, but nonetheless, we have not yet seen it. Previewing initial personal ranking. I want to know where you feel you're going to put this film. Is going to be your top 3 Star Wars, middle 3 Star Wars, bottom 3 Star Wars. I understand that there's 10 movies, but this works nice if we put it into 3. So don't at me with your Common Core stuff, people. All right. Bex, what do you say? Top 3, mid 3, bottom 3?
I'll go mid 3.
Mid 3. Where do you think it'll fit in that mid 3? Toward the top? Middle?
No.
Toward the bottom?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Like right above the prequels.
Wow.
Like just a slice.
Wow. Interesting. All right. Michael, what do you think? Top 3, middle 3, bottom 3?
Well, actually, there's 11, including this one. If you count the
Clone
Clone
Wars. All right.
I'm going to throw the Clone Wars theatrical out. But if I have to go with this bizarro 9 thing where I just forget two of the Star Wars movies.
Michael, are you watching our live stream right now? All right. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm gonna go bottom 3. Bottom third.
3. Wow.
I'm gonna go bottom 3rd
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna put it somewhere in the Disney pile.
Ooh,
and I think it's
ouch.
But I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say it's gonna be higher than some of the other Disney movies because I think it's just gonna be a fun movie.
Okay. I'm so confused. But okay, good. Yeah. I like your thinking. So even though it's a dung beetle, it's on top of the dung pile.
Well,
someone's got to be there.
Here's what I'm going to say. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think it's going to be fun. There's less, there's less pressure on me going into this Star Wars movie, I feel like, than with the sequel trilogy, where there's so much writing on it. You just feel like those movies have to be good. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to enjoy myself and I'm hoping that I'm going to be entertained.
Okay.
That's really as much as I can hope for.
Okay. That makes sense. I find it interesting that you say there's less writing on it. I mean, I guess there is. I mean,
because you can completely just ignore it if you don't like it. There's nothing it's not like this is. I mean, you can do that to a certain extent with Rogue One too, but this one feels like the most superfluous of any of them. You can just you can go in and you can just have fun. It's just a fun, entertaining movie. I mean, except for the 3 sequels that it's going to spawn, it's not going to have any connection to any other of the Star Wars movies, really, in terms of, pulling things a certain way or whatever.
And then we'll have to have our ranking of Han Solo movies.
I know.
That's going to be crazy.
That's going to be about in a decade.
We're going to have to bust out flowcharts and stuff for this.
We got time for that.
Complicated. Regina, where are you going to put this in your personal ranking? Top 3, middle 3, bottom 3, or somewhere that also includes the coveted Clone Wars film?
Well, I do my best not to rank the Star Wars films, so I had to rank them. Probably in my middle 3, at the bottom of my middle 3.
Oh, wow. Why are you foreseeing that's going to fit in there?
I think I put it there just because it's going to be a lot of fun. See, I try not to rank the Star Wars films because I feel like the way I rank them is like just straight up unpopular opinion, because I feel like everyone's favorites are near my bottom. And I don't know, this one just seems like just fun. So that's why I put it in the middle.
I'll go with that. I can't argue against that. Megan, how about you?
I kind of feel like the same middle bottom area. I just like, I'm excited for the movie, but I'm not like The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi excited for the movie.
Okay.
But it could surprise me that I could come out and be like, oh man, that was really awesome. So I'm hoping that happens. I just like the lead up to it is like, all right, cool, we've got another Star Wars movie. That's cool.
All right. I'm finding worthy arguments here. Eve, where are you going to rank this?
I have a strong feeling it's going to be at the bottom of my top 3 or the top of my middle 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah.
What films do you think are only slightly better than this for it to be at the top of your middle 3 or the bottom of your top 3?
Empire, The Force Awakens, and The Last Jedi.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in
Those
order?
are the ones that I've... No, I can't ever decide between The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. I just can't.
Which kid is your favorite? I get it. Yeah. Look, here's where it's going to be. I'm putting it on the very bottom. It's so low. It's under Clone Wars. It's under Ewok Adventures. It's under Droids cartoon. It's going to be the worst.
Did you just say it's so low?
Boom.
Did you? I heard it.
That. I did.
I heard it.
Nice. You grabbed the Easter egg. You're going to the bonus round. It's going to be the worst movie that Disney's ever produced. It's going to be hated more than Song of the South. It is going to be absolutely wreck generations and childhood. People talk about The Last Jedi wrecking childhoods. This is going to wreck childhoods for babies that aren't even born yet. This is how bad this movie is going to be.
Sounds legit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll put it in my mid 3. All right. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to complete this sentence. Not quite Mad Libs, but I want you to complete this sentence. You're going to fill in the blank. Here we go. Bex, I'm going to begin with you this time.
Gosh.
I know if I'm going to like this film within blank minutes of the film's beginning.
5 minutes.
Wow. Okay. Michael?
I'm going to give it 5 minutes. Good Lord. I mean, is the raw thing going to be over by then?
These credits suck. That titling they used? Where'd you get that iMovie?
No, I give a movie 5 minutes, and if I'm involved in it, then all right.
No pan down, you're out of there.
Well, pretty much.
All right. Michael?
You know what? I'm going to give it a half hour. I'm going to say 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to say that's enough time for me to at least, because sometimes movies are slow to start. And the one thing I've heard in reviews is that the first act of this movie is maybe not the best part of it. So, I'm gonna be patient with it. I'm gonna give it a good half hour.
Michael, in the first 15 minutes, if we see Boba Fett and Han shoot first, what will you do?
My head will probably explode. But then I'll just pick myself up and hopefully I'll get through the rest of it. We'll just see.
Fair enough. Patrons be warned. Megan, what do you think?
I'll give it 45 minutes.
45 minutes. We're expanding that. Regina, how about you?
I'm going to like it within the first minute.
Whoa. Whoa.
See, now I don't sound so terrible.
But I will say, I will say it's because I always get emotional whenever I watch a Star Wars film, whether it's like on my laptop, so I'm in the theater watching Star Wars, I'm going to want to cry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how bad can it be? You're in a theater watching Star Wars.
Fist bump to that. Absolutely.
Indeed. Eve?
First 15.
First 15. Wow.
Yeah.
I think it, I don't know. I wanted to say 30. I came into this conversation saying 30. I think there's going to be something very instinctive in me that's going to know before then, though. But we'll see. If C-3PO shows up right after the freaking opening, I'm out of there.
It's just his voice narrating.
Yeah, oh my gosh, can you imagine? The audiobook is read by Anthony Daniels. That is my 7th circle of hell.
Would that not be hilarious though if C-3PO narrates the whole story of Han Solo? I mean, how much would Han Solo hate that?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh, that's
another reason
so
I like that
great.
character. Oh my gosh.
He's so great.
All right, let's switch up. Here's the next fill in the blank one, and Regina, I'll start with you this time. I will be stoked. That's a California thing. I get it. So insert your proper adjective wherever you are geographically. I will be delighted if the film includes blank.
I just want to start out by saying my dad's from Los Angeles. I know California.
Okay,
I will be stoked if the film includes. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It's in one of the TV spots, so whether it's in the movie, I don't know. But it's already the moment that I'm already freaking out about it right now. When Lando throws the blaster and screams "Han," I die a little bit. So I just need that to be in the film, and I'll be good.
Isn't it sad that we don't know if that's going to be in the film or not?
Yeah,
I was just going to say that. Yes.
Like so back in the day, we would have just been like, "Oh, that's in the film. I can't wait to see that scene."
Will we get to see it? Will it make the director's cut? I know, it's horrible. That's a good call. That's a good call. All right, Megan, you'll be stoked if the film includes what?
This is a tough one. I will be stoked if the film includes like 7 different outfits that Lando gets to wear.
Wow, 7. Why didn't I do an over-under on that? That would have been amazing.
Yes.
All right.
He's got to wear more outfits than Padme.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
I see like a battle of the wardrobe coming up that we need to work on, folks. Trademark that, Bex. Get on that too.
I'm on it.
All right. So 7 wardrobe changes, and we've got to see Lando. Different cape for each wardrobe, Megan?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
That's amazing. All right. Sure. Why not, Michael?
I will be stoked if the film includes bounty hunters like Boba, IG-88, and or Bosk. I don't care about Zuckuss and Forlom. They can go suck it. But those guys, Boba, IG, and Bosk, those are my guys. I want to see them.
There is a rumor floating around out there, but I'm not saying anything. Bex, how about you? You'll be stoked if the film includes?
Less than 30 minutes of Woody Harrelson.
Interesting. Why?
Because he doesn't belong in Star Wars.
Because you think of him as like Woody the bartender.
No, because I can't get him out of my head as his character in The Hunger Games. And that's how I think he's going to be in this. And it makes me sad that he's in Star Wars.
I honestly have... It makes me sad. Sad you walk.
You know?
I have a problem disconnecting him from Woody the bartender, even to this day. And so for those of you that don't know that was a Cheers Thursday nights, NBC in the 1980s. Okay, know your pop culture, people. But I will say this: in the films that I've seen him in, like he's a marvelous character actor.
Sure.
Like I loved him in Zombieland.
No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. No.
I didn't like Zombieland.
Oh my gosh. I oh my goodness. All right, moving on. All right, I will be disappointed if the film includes Bex. You're going to say Woody Harrelson, so I'm not going to let you answer. Sorry. Go ahead. You'll be disappointed if the film includes. Go ahead.
If the film includes Leia. In
Interesting.
Any capacity.
Oh, good call.
Even by mention?
Yeah, any capacity.
Wow. Interesting take. Why would we be disappointed if that happens?
Because I think this should be a complete standalone film. And if they pull in the droids, okay. But if they start pulling in main saga characters, yeah, no.
Interesting.
I would be disappointed.
Okay.
Especially if it's CGI Leia.
Especially if it's CGI Leia.
Yeah, I'll just add to that. I'll say especially if it's CGI Leia and we see the face. If we just see like the silhouette CGI Leia, like Rogue One was great until that final moment.
Oh man.
Just the final moment.
That bummed me out.
Just gotta go to black. Okay. Megan, what about you? You'll be disappointed in the film if it includes what?
Darth Vader.
Oh. we're really grasping for legacy here. Why?
Because, like Beck said, like it needs to be separate, and he had his cameo in Rogue One, so he needs to just be off somewhere else, like not in this part of the galaxy at this time.
Do we get a mention of him at all?
I don't know. Like, I don't know that it's necessary. I don't know that the story will need to facilitate that fact.
Okay. All right. Regina, what do you think? You will be disappointed if the film includes what?
3PO.
Oh, bless her heart.
Wow, Regina.
I knew before I sat down with her to do Star Wars on Tap that I was going to like this lady. And let me tell you, don't ask me to rank my favorite USW team members in thirds because she's moving to the top of the top 3. Yes, totally agree. Michael.
I will be disappointed if this film includes Jedi or Sith or a freaking Death Star level super weapon.
Yeah, a pre-Death Star super weapon. Well,
we don't need that.
Yeah.
We don't need Han Solo saving the galaxy.
Yeah.
We just need him doing his blue collar stuff.
Yeah.
Criminal underworld.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy that. No super weapons. Eve?
Well, you skipped me for what I'm stoked to see. So I'm going to start there first. I'm excited to see Han and Chewie's growing relationship and friendship. And I'll be disappointed if the film includes the Force.
Well, thanks for weighing in on that, Eve, and calling me on missing you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Certainly wasn't my intention. I know you're watching the live stream as well. And I hope that you enjoy that. All right, here we go. The last one. My childhood will be ruined if blank. Eve, I want to make sure not to skip you this time, so I'm going to lead off with you.
Yeah.
Your childhood will be ruined if what?
My childhood will not be ruined by this movie.
You've repressed it all, so there's no chance of ruining it.
Yeah, basically. No, I don't play that fandom game.
Okay, but what could like damage your fandom in the least? Put a dent in it. It make you a sad Ewok.
A sad Ewok. I think if they just skipped all the important things that we've been hearing about all these years, Chewie ripping arms off of people in the Kessel Run, and Land and Han's, Sabak game. If they just didn't do any of it, I would just be like, well, that was pointless.
That's interesting. I'm okay if they don't do some of that. I'm okay with the mystery.
But all of it? I mean, all of it.
Some. Look, I'm not going to mess with you. You used to beat up 14-year-old boys in Allen, Philadelphia. So whatever you say is great with me. That's all right. You're right. Megan, what will wreck your childhood if something happens or doesn't happen in this movie?
Well, it's nothing, like you said, nothing's going to wreck my childhood over this movie. But if I would be maybe disappointed if they kind of I don't want to say ruin Han's character, because that's not going to happen, is if they take his younger character and make it something that it doesn't seem like he should be. That's what I guess my worry is.
You mean like being like too juvenile, or what exactly do you have in mind?
I'm not really sure. Have you guys read The Last Shot?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm almost done with that, and like it's really well written, and that's like the Han I'm hoping for in this movie.
Yes. Yep.
So I just hope that matches.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Daniel Jose Older has done a phenomenal job with that book. Let's hope that for every solo film that we're going to get, he is in charge of writing some aspect of a novel related to that. Michael, what, if anything, will ruin your childhood because of this film?
Well, I'm going to make the same caveat that everyone else made, which is that, childhoods don't get ruined or raped by movies.
Because childhoods have already happened.
Yeah. Despite what some Star Wars fans will say, that's not a thing. That's just not a thing. But I will be disappointed majorly if Han Solo isn't his real name, but is some alter ego BS where, it's Han, Jones or something.
Oh.
And
Bex, for the record, your last name, Bex?
Jones.
Okay.
I was going with Indiana, but okay. If Solo is like, he gets the name Solo because he's, some, I don't know. That would be silly. I really hope his actual last name is Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you don't want it to be like a Sith title like Darth. You want it to actually be his last name.
Yeah, I want that to be his name. Because that was something that was discussed early on about how Han Solo gets his name, and everybody kind of freaked out. And then everybody said, oh, no, I'm sure it's just like gets his name in terms of like gets his reputation.
Right.
But if it turns out that really it is literally how he gets his name, then that would be lame.
That's exactly how I felt when in Rogue One they asked for the call sign, and Riz Ahmed's character, Rogue One, I'm just like, this is a great movie until then. Wrecked it. Wrecked it. You wrecked my childhood. All right. They didn't because anyway. Regina, how about you? Is there going to be something that wrecks your childhood?
I'm with everyone else that a movie can't really wreck your childhood, but also I've been like passionately in love for Star Wars for like 3 years, and I'm also only 21, so I don't think really anything can wreck my childhood at this point. So I'll just say I'll be disappointed if everyone dies. I mean, that worked well for Rogue One. It fit.
Yeah.
But just because you don't show up in the next one doesn't mean you have to die.
Right.
So I don't think it would work if everyone died at the end of this one.
All right. Well, we know at least 3 people are going to live. We know at least 3 people are going to live.
If Han Solo dies, then that would be pretty bad.
Well, thankfully they have 3 more movies to bring him back to life. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Holy cow. Bex, other than having the last name Jones, is anything else tonight or in this movie going to wreck your childhood?
If Lando's character is less of a Casanova and more of like a frat boy douche guy.
Oh, wow.
So I'd much rather see his Casanova character.
Yeah, interesting. I wouldn't even have thought to go there. So you just want him to be smooth.
I want him to be smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get like the equivalent of like Wedding Crashers when it comes to Lando and stuff. I think we're gonna.
I hope not.
Yeah, we'll have a pretty suave guy. I think Billy D. Williams.
This is young Lando, so he could have grown into suave Lando.
I think you're born with it when you're like that.
Well, I mean, we can help.
Yeah.
Suave and capes go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. So, okay, my childhood will be ruined if I want there to be something of a story behind how Han gets his blaster. I don't want him to just like pick it up on aisle 7 of Walmart or whatever. I want there to be a story that goes with it. And yes, while that won't wreck my childhood, I just think that that would be a good thing to see. That'd be a good part of the Star Wars Han Solo lore, in my opinion. In my opinion. Maybe he picks it up from his dead mentor. I don't know. If that actually happens, I did not know that. That's not a spoiler. I'm just saying that could be something that happens. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe. No, never mind. All right. My goodness, my little tauntauns. I'm out of breath. I need a drink. Stick around. We'll be right back after this.
We're not done yet.
Wrap it up.
All right, Tauntauns, it's time to wrap up this episode. Before we do, we've got some announcements for you. Eve, what have you got for us this week?
As always, you guys know that you can catch us live Monday nights. Our broadcasts start between 7:15, 7:20 p.m., which is 10:15, 10:20 Eastern. And of course, Neil Larry time, sometime in the 3 a.m. range in the UK. And just in case you ever miss it, do not fear. They will be up on our YouTube channel the next day. Just search Unmistakably Star Wars or head over to our website at unmistakably-starwars.com and it will be there in a few days. And next thing, so we've been talking about this for about 2-3 weeks now, but our partnership with Outer Rim Originals, where we have joined up with them and artists in the fandom that are officially licensed by Disney to create fabulous solo artwork. And yes, so go over and check the website out at outerrimoriginals.com. And don't forget, I mentioned this last week, they have a deal going, free shipping on all prints, posters, products, cards, stickers, things like that until May 24th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So head on over while you can.
Get it before the Solo premiere. And Eve, is there a code for the free shipping, or do they automatically get that?
I believe it is listed on the website, but it is Tauntaun, all capital, all one word.
Look at that. I knew I liked those folks. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know if you've been over there yet, Bex, to check it out. But
yes.
See, it's good stuff. There will be signed, numbered, limited editions on the studio walls soon enough. One from each artist. So I'm kind of excited.
That's really cool.
It is cool. It is good stuff. Listen, this little podcast that we get together and do each and every week, of course, we are here because we want to celebrate this crazy thing called Star Wars fandom with you, our listeners, our viewers, and everyone that we come across on social media, in the line, at the bank, and everywhere else in and out of that galaxy far, far away. We honestly are here because we enjoy being part of fandom, and we want to share our enthusiasm and our fandom with you. So thank you for hanging out with us each and every week. And I also, of course, want to thank our patrons who help to keep the lights on, keep the cameras rolling, and come up with all kinds of great promotions that you, the listeners, ultimately get to partake in. So our patrons, as always, Brandon Boylan, Jim Capron, Dave Hackerson, Michelle Grandine, Jeff Keltz, Neil Lowry, the epitome of positivity right there. William Pollock, Regina Sanders. Wait a minute, I know her. I know her. That's a great laugh, too, by the way. Connie Shee, Aaron Sinner, Kristen Smolinski, Franklin Taylor, Brad Tracy, Michael Ward, Amy Wishman. And listen, I'm going to say it again. If you, mystery patron, will up your pledge to $5 a month, I will shout out in a crowded theater the night of the Solo premiere if C-3PO appears on the screen. I love C-3PO. And you know what? Jeremy will be with me, so we will get video of that. Because you know what? If in today's world, if there's not video, it didn't happen. So I am not afraid to do that. I'm not afraid to get kicked out on the premiere night and wreck it for an extra $3 a month. That's how much of a whore I am, Bex. I will whore myself out for $3 extra a month. And I'm okay with that. It's the American way, Bex. I tell my students each and every year, in order for this economy to stay strong, we must buy things we don't need with money we don't have, and that is my game plan.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to get off my soapbox and wrap this podcast. Oh, my goodness. Hey, that's going to do it for this week, my little tauntauns. The circle is now complete. We'll see you next time in the digital docking bay. And until then, may the Force be with you.
Unmistakably Star Wars is a member of the Star Wars Escape Pods Network. Explore more great and get to know our sister shows, escapepods.com, and on Twitter at WeAreEscapePods. The Star Wars Escape Pods Network, promoting positivity in fandom.
This party's over.
Move along. Move along.
And we're clear. The more times that I hear move along, Michael, it reminds me of your voice.
Really?
I don't know why, but it does. Yeah, I don't. But it's not a bad
I'm gonna try that.
I think
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna work on my move along.
I think you should.
I'm gonna see if I can. Maybe I could be Stormtrooper number 74 and Han Solo number 4.
Yeah, in the Han Solo 4, the big dump, if I recall right from the pod.
That was number 2.
Oh, that was number 2. I see what you did there. See what you did there with number 2.
Quick.
Nice.
Quick.
Good job, man.
We need to save that for the pod.
Yeah, well, we'll save that. That's recorded.
Okay, I was gonna say,
my goodness. For someone with last name of Jones, that was pretty witty.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, man. Well, hang out, folks. I'm going to go close down the interwebs really quick. Neil, if you're still there, thank you, my friend. It's good to feel your force among us. I am one with Neil, and Neil is one with me. That's how I feel whenever Neil's watching and we're recording live. It's true. See? All right.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes.
Go back and get some sleep, Neil.
Yeah. I can't. I just can't.